There's a version of you that shows up under pressure, and if you're honest, it's probably not your best one. In the next few minutes, you'll see why that version takes over and 2 practical ways to interrupt it immediately. I work with leaders in high-pressure environments, often outside, not only in meeting rooms, because pressure shows up faster there, more directly, and what becomes visible is not what people know, it's how they react. And that reaction often surprises even the most experienced leaders. I remember walking with a client on a narrow ridge. At one point, he said, "I'm a terrible person under pressure." Not emotional, not dramatic, just certain. We didn't analyze the situation or what was happening around us. We looked at something else. Not what happened, but what showed up. The fear, the defensiveness, the urge to rush or control, all of it was already inside him. Pressure simply made it louder. Because pressure doesn't create a new version of you. It reveals one that's already there. A faster one, a more reactive one, maybe a more defensive one. And the mistake is thinking, that's just who I am. In a moment, I'll show you how to interrupt that pattern instantly so you can lead even under pressure. That version of you is not your identity, it's a pattern. And under pressure, your nervous system doesn't choose the best response. It chooses the fastest, familiar one. That's why it feels automatic, almost inevitable. But automatic doesn't mean unchangeable. So what can you do in the moment? Here's a simple first tool. Name what's happening internally, not out loud, just to yourself. Something like, I'm rushing, I'm tightening control, I'm avoiding this. Because the moment you name it, you shift activity in your brain from the reactive amygdala to the analytical prefrontal cortex. And that naming creates a gap. And that gap is where a different choice becomes possible. And this only takes a few seconds, but it changes everything. Here's a second tool you can use immediately. Focus on one small physical action, grounding yourself. Press your feet into the floor. Relax your shoulders. Take a slow, deliberate breath. This works because your body and mind are deeply connected. And changing your physical state even slightly signals your nervous system that you are safe enough to respond rather than react. So now you have 2 levers. Name what's happening inside and adjust something physical in your body. Do both and you create space for a leader to show up, not just a reactive pattern. Without awareness, you are the pattern. With awareness, you can see the pattern. Without action, awareness alone can feel powerless, but combine it with a small physical anchor and you interrupt the autopilot. And that's the difference between reacting and leading. Next time pressure rises, don't try to fix everything. Just notice what's showing up in me right now. Name it. Ground yourself and see what changes. Even a tiny shift in the moment can change the entire outcome. Because pressure doesn't define you, but it does reveal you. And if you want to lead differently under pressure, start here. And subscribe to this channel if you want to go deeper into this work, because this is where leadership actually